Sure. So this is really more, not really a fifth pillar. It's just something that we learned afterwards that's what happens, and which is this Pavlovian response, which is when we did all the other previous pillars, we get to a state where we reach this ultimate thing, what again Blizzard I think talks about, but really drives that home, which is easy to learn and hard to master. And this hard to master, the easy to learn part is that you hear stuff again and again. And then you get that response where you said, yep, I heard that, but I died. And I got the kill cam and I proved that the game didn't trick me. Like I just need to learn that as soon as I hear the rocket barrage sound, I die maybe 2-3 times, and then I know I need to get into cover, or the cowboy ultimate, or the footsteps that coming up towards you. So we try to be really fair to the player. And the response is that the feedback loop is that you learn these sounds, and you play 10 minutes and you learn more, you play an hour, you learn more, you play 100 hours, you still learn. But I think the learning curve is really good. And so one of the things that Scott actually mentioned in the middle there, when he said that the sound design were working a little bit counterintuitive in the sense of they were taking their discipline back, and not adding a lot of variation to the game, because the less variation actually meant that learning happened earlier. And so we don't really have a lot of variation on our ultimates, which is by design. We wanted to have them stand out, and the voice lines are repetitive and more or less even arcadey in that sense, but you can hear the justice, and the whole line is rains from above, but you only need to hear the just, and you know what to do. And the benefit of not having a lot of variation is that you can have that response. If we would have 5 variation for the line, it would be so much harder to learn that. So, and that was something that we felt was super fun, that the community picked up so quickly. I mean, literally hours after our announcement 1.5 years ago at BlizzCon, we had people creating their own fan art with these lines: one shot, one kill, heroes never die, true self is without form, and death walks among you. These are these iconic lines that we have. And again, the whole value in terms of play by sound with our the whole talk is that we optimize reaction time for the player, and that we treat them fairly, and that we give them a chance, and that they recognize that. And in that sense, they get a positive response out of that. They don't feel cheated. They don't go, I mean, most of the time at least. Like we are scanning the forums pretty well, and we actually see a lot of feedback in terms of sound and these voice lines, and not so many about, oh, this was just unfair or so. So that's why this pillar is a little bit more wrap up. So yeah, that was it. That was the GDC part of the presentation. So now we are kind of switching back to the Wwise invited us over.